Hello! Welcome to Vi's Apothecary. It's not Emerald Lake. I'm Raven. Welcome. Hello. Oh, my brain just did Hokyo dreams. I was about to say Hokkaido. I'm like, what? What? Hokyo dreams. Welcome. Hello, Yar. Hello, everybody. Yeah, you got a nice sniping first. That went well. I have the rats back. Big bunny Scrunkle, he's gone. But yeah, we're gonna get cozy. We're gonna read SCP, and and the ads actually worked. I didn't do some nonsense, and I think I know kind of where it started from. I don't know. Riz, not good. Roll, bad. Love, also very bad. Yvonne, Rich. Oh, and Yar, yours isn't very good either. How about the other ones? Sorry, you guys are having bad numbers. But I hope you get some better numbers, oh boy. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. I swear, my shot causes me bad luck. Hey, but you were in first, so that's still pretty good. Okay, I'm going to prep the first story. Well, it's probably the only story we do. Because it's rest of SCP-6747. There we go. Alright. Let's get settled in, get ready for some spooky. Well, it's just all very brain bendy, this stuff. I don't know how scary it is, but it's brain bendy. Oh, it is. The yawns already, Raven? Seriously? Very hydrated now. Mildly caffeinated, I hope. Let's go. Okay. SCP-6747. Where were we? Alright, so the last we read was the addendum 67474, the project proposal written by Director Placeholder MD McDoctorate. Yeah. So the whole thing that this is, it's the planned way to bring back people from the dead. It's like revive, it doesn't feel quite right. It's just create an alternate version of them and pull them into this world kind of thing. Through narrativistic means. What that would mean is they use this one guy who was big time augmented, lots of stuff added to his brain, and they're like using his corpse that's still technically moving, you know, still technically kind of alive, use that to start, I guess, making people in a pocket world that they'll designate for this whole bring back to life process. They'll designate that place, they'll put people there, bring people that died back there, and then I would imagine bring them into the world that this was written in. But every time we've been reading, every now and then there's a little banner that pops up that interrupts this. So we are Placeholder reading this whole file and stuff, but every once in a while something interrupts and it doesn't look right. Like there's data movement, or it's like something is wrong. something's going on, and we have this weird 7,777,777 to the power of that giant number, because it's like the up, like where you put a squared or cubed, that big ass number. And that's popped up. The errors are going on. It's very weird. Sorry guys, I don't. The volume thing, I have the mic closer. I'm talking. It's reaching a reasonable amount. I could pull it up a little bit more. But I feel like I'm too loud here. I don't know. But there you go. No, it's okay. I don't want that to be a problem that you're dealing with. But it does mean I get a little bit more of the echo stuff. Can you hear me better now? Because I did make it a good deal louder from the volume on 3DO. If you can't hear a difference, then I'm gonna put it back because it makes it easier on me. A lot better. Okay. Well then, yeah, that will go with that. And Crummy, nice roll. Freaking not 20. Teensy teens. Does Vice 3DO want you to get one? What? Does Vice 3DO, does the mic want me to get another mic? Cause what? I don't think Vi's really after me getting one. She hasn't really talked about that. I don't particularly want one. Just especially after this experience. And freaking out with the noise. But maybe it would be better with my setup. Like maybe it's some other thing that we're not paying them. Using their mic. Do you like using it? No. I like that I can do the heartbeats. That is the one upside. But the rest of it is stressing me out. Maybe it's not the mic. Maybe it's something else. But yeah, lots of echo and it just feels weird and it feels like you can hear too much. Like hearing my breath, it makes me sound like I get more and more self-conscious. Like when you're hiking or running or whatever, when you're doing something and someone else is there and they hear you breathing really hard and you're like, oh, I'm not winded. Because here I am, I'm all scrunched up also because dear legs in the apothecary. I'm trying to be very careful with my hose. So I'm scrunched up and so my diaphragm, like my whole belly, I can't breathe all the way. I feel like I'm judging myself a lot. I don't know. And I totally heard like that old man whistling, kind of thing in my speech. That. Sorry, that's a random tangent. Yeah, so I think that the one that I ordered, that you guys helped me out, Pudgy Tater did so much help financially, but everybody that gave, thank you so much. That one I think will be perfect for me. Another, something a little more like podcast, voice act, that kind of interview mic, not 3DO special mic. I think that would be better. Along with, I don't trust this mic to be on a stand, and I don't know if, yeah, the Shure. I don't know if Vi would put it on a mic stand, and I would definitely prefer that, especially with how sensitive it is. I've been holding it in my hand and kind of put the little stand, the little feet, like on my leg or my belly, and you still hear all the from the other ear picking stuff up and all that, and I'm like, this feels too much going on. You have a Blue Yeti. How do you like that one, Yar? Do you like that? Do you have an echo? Is it the headphones? Maybe the headphones are the biggest deal with the echo. I don't know. Actually, it might be the way that the way I'm getting the sound through is that it's just a little bit of a delay. That could be the issue. Because I'm used to direct from the mic to my ears. And I think that it should be that way, but it's like, it's not. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me try something. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, is this better? Oh, that is leaps and bounds better. There's still an echo. I can still definitely hear an echo, but it's not like someone else is talking like right after me. It's not like it was like half a second delay that this echo is happening. Now it feels more like a true echo. I can just hear it kind of maybe bouncing off the walls, but it's not a delay. So I was feeling like I was going insane, guys. Oh, it feels a lot better. Okay. Well, I started to get used to the other echo. Yes, the rats are back, Shader. They're back. Hello. Oh, and DJ, sorry. Hello, DJ's girlfriend. Hello, hello. You might have monitoring on it in OBS. That could be it. The biggest, like, brain meld is that this is Vi setup. As far as I'm aware, this is copy paste how Vi has everything set up. So I'm like, oh, what the heck? Except for chat, I tried to fix it, but it must have been that the link was attached to hers, and of course she's not streaming. You guys could try and test if, oh no, I put in the other thing. I don't know. You you can figure out trying to test where the chat is. There is a chat window and it's visible and it should be working. It was attached to my StreamWorks. I don't know why it's not here. Oh, tech. Oh, tech, tech, tech. But yeah. Oh, this feels so much. I feel less like I'm crazy and just like it's an annoying echo. I'll live with the annoying echo. The other way was like, imagine you're talking and there's someone next to you just repeating everything you say, just really, really fast repeating, but repeating it. So, just someone kind of talking over you. That's what it felt like. But it's your own voice. So, you should be able to get used to it, but it's still someone copying you, interrupting what you're saying. Because it's not while you're saying it, like, it's not word to word at the same time as word to word. It's delayed so that you're on. If you're saying once upon a time, by the time you're saying time, they're saying once. So it's it's very weird. I don't think I can think of it that monitoring on, but if they say like that, props to them. I sure couldn't. Yeah, maybe they normally do click the little button that I recently just saw says direct monitor. I didn't look closely at their little thing. I only looked at it just this time because when I was setting up, the technical issues I had was that the mic wasn't on, and I was like, "What the light? If it looks like it's going, why isn't it on?" And I had to unplug and replug, but I was looking all over. It was very weird. Shader, yeah, Riz, there you go. You got 1 or 2 for your first Riz, as far as I know. That's really freaking good. Generium, hi. Sorry, that's so low. Maybe you and Shader teamed up. You put it together like that, because Shader wouldn't have tried without you. So together you have 107, and I feel like that's reasonable. You're too much. Why are we holding rats? Because I was lonely. DJ 59. Not great. Oh, nice roll. Because I don't have chat up or the other text stuff that's supposed to be here, I felt very empty in my little screen. So, rats. If you turn off monitoring, you shouldn't hear yourself then. Unless it's going even further into XLR adapter, then I'm lost there. Yeah, I don't know. I am curious if I mute myself, if I still hear me with this particular thing, or maybe the echo part will go. I don't know. Confirmed. I lose the echo, but I have the right monitor. Okay, so I have it's gotta be OBS monitoring, which I guess maybe she does it so that she can hear all the magic spell sounds and stuff. But I don't like those. Or to be able to hear the music. But I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna turn up the music. Let's turn it back down. And if I change the... Oh yeah, no. The fact that I can hear it now proves that she doesn't really need... Oh no, for the like... Okay, I think I understand. She does it to be able to hear all the rest of the stuff. Yeah, the music's back in. I don't like it very loud. I like it real quiet. Because it gets distracting to me. It's another weird level. But, yeah, okay. So I still have an echo, and that's good of a time. But, mostly good. Mostly good. Your girlfriend wanted to see the frog lady? Well, oops. I'm partially the rat lady right now. And all of this while I'm actually a deer lady. Yeah, now we know it's OBS. I could go looking to get rid of the echo. Maybe I should. And I'd be able to hear the music, but I wouldn't be able to hear any special music effects stuffs. I don't mind. I just won't listen to that. That's fine. I've lived without it before. Okay. Divide. Instructions, please. Sorry, but that's what you called it. It's fine. It's good. It's good. I'm just being silly. I'd be able to find a boo. We'd need to see it. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to pull off how to show you that. But no. One other spot, I think. Gosh, she has so many sounds. She's got so many sounds that she has set up. This is all scrolling through sounds that she set up. Wow, I couldn't find it. So well. Okay. No worries. I will live with the echo. It feels better because at least the prominent feedback I'm getting is my normal voice. And now I can confirm. Hold on. You won't be able to hear this. Yeah, now I can confirm what I sound like to you guys, and that feels very good. Oh, good night, DJ. Go eat well. Right, with all that, I got thoroughly distracted, but I'm glad of it. We finally figured this out. Okay, sorry for the squeaky sound. I'm trying to find a spot. Squeaky little feet on this mic. Okay. I just... Ugh. The kitty's got hair on the mic. Not really, but... Okay. Here we go. We're on SCP-6747. Like I said, there's been the weird banner interruption-y things. It's getting really weird. So we had that last proposal, and then we had this banner. It's been 1 out of 7, 2 out of 7, and so on. And this time it's to the power of 7 million out of 7. And it's had weird, like, footnotes next to the 1 out of 7 numbers a couple of times. Break the chain in green text. all lowercase, but then this one had footnote 22 says all caps, green text, harvest. So spoopy. Something's going on. It feels like there's all this text that's going on that we're learning about at SCP-6747, and because it's kind of framed like we're Dr. Placeholder that logged in to be reading this, I think this is his screen getting interrupted with these little banners that are like, whoop, data not found, and weird little messages popping up. So it's very interesting. But now, we're past the proposal. That addendum is done. We're moving on to addendum 67475, or Roman numeral. It's a V. We'll do that. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that. I'm just gonna do a more proper cough. Hold on. Off and then adjust. We're all lined up now. Alright. Addendum V. This one is SCP-6747 attempts, aka actually attempting to bring people back. Well done. Okay, sorry, the adjusting is a lot. Okay, but we should be set now. Alright. So, here's the attempts. It says at the top, forward. On 2029-1107, November 7th, following the successful initialization of all Project X/Machina subcomponents, SCP-6747-B was used to generate and stabilize causality bubble. I've got my belly all squished up and I feel like I can't breathe. Okay, causality bubble SCP-6747-A3. Okay, so they went with, because they had a few different world choices that they were going to set this up in, and I guess they went with 3. To ascertain if the universe is sufficiently narratively anchored and can be utilized for SCP-6747, the following tests were attempted. Now, it just jumps right in. Attempt A/13. And then there's attempt B27 and attempt C30. I don't know why. I'm fairly confused with their numbering choices, but anyway. Well, okay. The mic situation is funny. Okay. Attempt A13. Intent. Generate a simple narrative describing a single red apple, Malus domestica, and attempt extraction to baseline. Reaction. Pre-constructed narrative accepted into SCP-6747-A3's universal structure. Despite minor power and stability fluctuations observed shortly thereafter, the bubble gradually approached stability following the test's conclusion. Outcome. Retrieved item exhibits inexplicable narrative phenomena, simultaneously displaying characteristics of protagonistic and archetypal entities. Various site operations were impeded by said item's sudden relevance in a plurality of local story structures. Research is ongoing. Okay, so it was just a little apple, and it took some weird power and stability fluctuations, and it's not following the right rules, so this is a weird time. Whoa! Did you hear that? Sorry. I bonked something on the mic and it didn't like it. Buzz, buzz. Okay, confirmed people heard the buzz. Alright. Oh, go to the gear. Into the microphone. Because this is the setup with the physical items, just where it's at, I'm worried that when Vi gets back, she wouldn't want that setup for it. So I'm gonna, thank you very much, but I think I have to leave it as it is, because I would forget to put it back. Unless I leave a note for myself. I would probably end up ignoring the note, because I get used to the note being there, because I'm gonna be here for that. Okay. For now, I won't change it, unless I come up with a better way to remind myself. Okay. I do not have a sticky note, or else I'd probably make cranes when I was so overstimulated with the echo before. Hi, Church. Okay, I gotta take a breath. Hold on. I'm just gonna mute, readjust, hopefully be able to breathe fully. Okay. Okay, we are back. And yes, Devod, it was monitoring and out. Because Vi does reverb and stuff sometimes, I think. And they tried to show me how I could do that, and I'm like, I don't. What? And nope. Could not figure that out. So I do. And I think that's why, so that she can actually hear when the reverb or something is on. I don't know. Okay. Where was I? Attempt B/27. Intent. Generate a minimal narrative describing a deceased canine, Canis lupus familiaris, with footnote. The subject chosen for the experiment was Director Ashworth's deceased dog, chosen for enhanced narrative potential and availability of relevant information. Okay, there we go. Yeah, exactly. If it gets too much, the check is already good. I understand. It is low because of the reading. I could pull it up, but it's just, it's a lot to change for me. The sound is already kind of loud with how high I have to have it for you guys to hear well. Maybe. Oh, actually, that's a lot better. No, we're back to the echo, because I turned down the normal. Ugh, just lost the normal volume. For the direct monitor thing. We're back to the other echo that still gives me deep heebie-jeebies. Okay. Okay, let's go with that. Okay. And then I can turn the music up a bit. There you are, music. But don't be too confusing. My problem is that the music does not always match the vibe, and therefore it feels really... and if it matches quite opposite, then it's funny. But if it's just a little bit off, it feels like I'm just ingenuine, you know? I don't know. But she doesn't use it, and it is a troll. If she did that to mess with me... If anything, maybe it's for like someone that helps her set up told her to do it to be a little shit, because that person would be a little shit to me, because it generally is a little shit. But I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No, I refuse. Okay. Attempt B/27. It's about a dog. It's the one director's deceased dog. Rage puffing vibes there. Almost, yeah, it's almost. The cope is real? Huh? What's the cope? I don't get. No worries, Gary. Don't worry about bothering. If you want it there, it's still not very loud. I think it's just at a quiet spot right now, but yeah, it's at a quiet, very quiet. Oh, never mind. Suddenly very loud. Oh my gosh. It was at a quiet spot, transitioning a bit. Oh, sends her a text. Do you use this echo all the time? Why? Laughing emote. Maybe that would be what happened. Maybe. Let's just add to that for me. There. I think that's a good, probably good amount. Don't get any louder than this music, because you'll distract the hell out of me. Okay. And specifically when it's piano, because then it's a whole melody and my brain will want to pay attention to that. So this is already like, ooh, distract Raven mode. If it's just a, you know, then I'm okay. Plus, even if you did change it, just blame me. Ooh, okay. Let's see if we can make it so much better. I'm gonna try monitor. Monitor off is completely gone. Let's turn that up. Oh my gosh. I can hear the music and I can hear the direct monitor from there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try monitor only. Let's try that. Okay. So. There you go. You're doing it. We did it. I done it. It's over. Can confirm. It's so direct that like it's like you just hearing yourself talk. It's just a little bit clearer hearing yourself talk. And for a second I'm like, I don't hear an echo. That feels wrong now. And I'm like, no, Raven, that's how you normally hear things. And you are still listening to music. That is still in here because the music is not gone. Yeah, it's supposed to be there testing his audio working. That's why I like having it there directly through the mic monitor so that I know what the mic's doing. Oh, big breath. Okay. Please remind me to put it back though. Okay. Just watch. I'm not going to stumble on my words anywhere near as much now. Okay. Yes, the dead dog. We're doing the dead dog thing. Director Ashworth's deceased dog. Prior to its death. Oh, describe the canine from prior to it. Canine. Jeez. Canine prior to its death, an attempt extraction of significant narrative density to baseline. So we're trying to try out the canine. Canine unit. Not called. Trying to test out if the dog will survive this stuff or not. So that's fun. Okay. We'll do those, yeah. I am in the apothecary. I'm excited. Cage. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Gage. Hey, hey. Fed, can you give a shout? Is Fed? Where is Fed? Who is Fed? What? My brain. There we go. Well, a shout happened. Good, good, good. Yay! Get cozy. Hi, Slow Yawn. Hi, Pendigiri. I'm not late. I don't keep attendance. Stop saying such things. What is that time? Trying to like pad the ear so that you don't hear the whooshing from the other side. You did no such thing. Yeah, because you know I don't keep attendance. There you go. But I hope you guys are getting cozy. Safty Kuma, welcome as well. I missed that one. I knew I missed it, but I got distracted. So welcome in. Our reading is SCP-6747. We got halfway through it yesterday this time. You're gonna be spoopy, okay, Fendigiri. Good news is that this one isn't. This is more like sci-fi brain bending a little bit. Less properly scary, but it could turn scary. I have not read it, so feel free to leave still. But yeah. Yeah, the music is a lot. Stop being the hero of this. Get out of here. We don't need you. Okay, there we go. That new knock knock asked to collaborate feature that nobody asked for is annoying. Yeah, it keeps yelling at me. Every time I refreshed Twitch, it was like, hello? And I'm like, go away. I'm trying to do a thing. I said, go away. Let me do the thing. Oh, I'm glad you're getting cozy, Frigid. Okay. Oh, I gotta take that. Okay. No, I'm not doing knock knock joke. Okay, fully go to bed now. It's tired. So it's already falling asleep. Aww. Okie doke. Yeah, I don't know how soon. I wanted to get through this addendum at least before I move on to the next one, but maybe we'll do it sooner. If I can just focus though. You cry, Frigid. I'm severely distracted. I want to speed up so that someone like Turk can get to their triggers that I'm ignoring. Okay? That's all. Okay. The dog. How did the dog test go? That's what we're wondering. Okay. The reaction. Pre-constructed narrative accepted. Over a 72-hour period, SCP-6747 undergoes slight fluctuation in narrative topology, eventually stabilizing to manifest the expected outcome. Woo! Outcome. Following its extraction to baseline, the retrieved entity, the dog, exhibited behaviors imitating that of cliched protagonistic canine, disregarding all known pre-resurrection traits. Ooh. Okay. Dr. Ngo's anesthetization request has been denied despite heightened frequency of SCP-6747-B soothing duties. Right. Oh, there was duties to soothe B, but we never really went through that. Okay, so 6747-B is actually the technically dead, kind of you can think of as the, you know, like in a coma thing that's a long time, you know, brain dead kind of stuff. The way people view that. So there's everything bouncing around still in the brain and all that, but it's just because he's augmented. And if he wasn't augmented, there wouldn't be anything left. And they were using this guy's last bits and pieces, spinal cord and stuff, and the augmented bits to power all of this. But I remember way back when we were doing containment procedures, there was soothing duties. So yeah. That's called moldy bread brain. What? I don't have moldy bird brain. What did I say that made that relevant? Stop that. No, I think I'm being good. I think I did well. I refuse. Go away, Frigid, with that. Don't call me moldy. No, the guy in the story. Oh, I think just dead. I think dead and being used once you're dead is the real thing. But interesting take. Oh, okay, Dr. Ngo, who I guess is in charge of soothing, must have requested anesthetization to no longer remember the soothing. It's probably pretty emotionally tough because the person that they're using was a coworker. I guess that must be it. But why is the dog acting different and its cliched protagonistic canine traits instead of its normal traits that it was before? Very interesting, very interesting. Moving on to attempt C/30. They went up. Where do you go? From apple, you go to dog. Where do you go from dog? Human man, I guess. Intent: generate a static narrative describing a human male working as an experienced technical engineer for Project X/Machina and extract to baseline. Ooh. Reaction: reconstructed narrative accepted into SCP-6747-A3's structure. SCP-6747-B experiences a number of large power fluctuations and high temperatures over an 80-hour period as the reality bubble slowly approaches stability. Narrative structure eventually fully processed without exceptional complications. Outcome: resultant entity self-identifying as technician John H. Doe exhibits a cooperative and cordial personality and regularly performs repairs on secondary SCP-6747 equipment. Due to above-average intelligence, capacity for advanced problem-solving, and overall expertise, Technician Doe has been granted official employment with the Foundation and is presently assigned to Project X/Machina. So there you go. Bada bing. He's here. We've got it. But there was big power fluctuations, so we do have a threat. And I imagine that this, if anywhere, is where it will go wrong. Oh, I can't breathe the way I'm all scrunched up. Take full breath. Okay. I had joked before that the guy that is being used, even after he's dead, is a lot, and that they, after somebody's died, that you're still roped in back to do work, because they worded it specifically so that they can continue to do functions, and not like so that they are alive again, because we miss them, because they shouldn't have died so early, because we want to avoid death, because it's what people want to do, survive. No. To get more work out of them, that's all. Like, that's awful. And I think we're about to get into that. I just saw a little thing. But here we go. Attempt D/49. Intent: generate a liminal narrative describing Director King in his office a day prior to his death and extract to baseline. Director King is the guy that is being used as 6747B. So that is our guy. Reaction. Begin transcript. Sorry, rufflings. Director King is depicted sleeping, seated at his office desk. He awakens, scanning his surroundings, and proceeds to stare at the opposite wall in apparent contemplation. Moments later, Director King reacts to an unseen entity upon his office's floor and becomes uncharacteristically hostile. Director King: no! Fuck, it's not supposed to... God damn it, why won't you just leave me alone? That's what I read before. But then a wormhole forms, permitting, and there's 3 redacted digits, but apparently there's 001, And then we see X-MCD/2, or II's, entrance into SCP-6747-A3, which is where this Director King is. It's what we're watching. 3 archetypal personnel emerge from the vessel and calmly approach Director King. Subject appears unaware of their arrival, remaining fixated on the wormhole. Dr. Saxon. Director, can you hear me? We need to go. We don't have much time. Director King looks to an unseen entity at the mouth of the wormhole, ignoring containment personnel. Director King, my time? What the hell are you talking about? My time? What does that mean? That sounds like he's seeing, like, you know, my time sounds like maybe your time is up kind of thing. I don't know. But it sounds like whatever is going on, there's a bit of a disjointedness here. Okay, so after my time, what the hell are you talking about? Dr. Saxon, Director, are you fine? Can you see us? Director King. What? With those pauses with dot dot dots. Then Director King lunges toward the wormhole aggressively. Dr. Saxon, what the hell is he doing? Containment personnel share confused glances. Dr. Saxon approaches Director King and contacts his shoulder to no response. The latter breathes heavily. So, Director King doesn't feel grabbing his shoulder. So, something about, like, the people that went to go grab him can't seem to collect him. Like, they don't seem to notice him. He's seeing something else. He's hearing something else. And then Director King says, and we have in square brackets, all caps, in green, hazard expunged. And a footnote says, in all caps, green, vessel. And it's starting to make me think of the SCP that abstracts everything, that made Dr. Placeholder what he was. But I don't know. Finally, Director King's facial features are distorted significantly as he attempts to damage the 001XMCD2's hull. Local reality begins to violently destabilize, resulting in the appearance of a fractal heptagonal spiral at Director King's back. Containment personnel are commanded to abort mission, quickly retreating into 001XMCD2 and returning to baseline. End of transcript. Outcome: SCP-6747-A3 abandoned during experiment due to inexplicable caricatural narrative corruption. Strenuous encryption of this corruption has led to the vague discovery of a number of new entities within the bubble. Further research ongoing and hereby lifted to EKHI class priority. Refer to Addendum 67476 for further details. End of addendum. Welcome in, Josh. Hi. That's fun because whenever they say your name, it includes a hi. That's cute. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Whenever we have a new person, we drop some dance emotes. So everybody drop a dance emote. Do a little dancey. I am going... Hi. I am going to take a break and do some redeems now, but just give me a second to get sorted. So I'm going to mute, and then you'll hear me in a second again. Okay, so we're gonna do some redeems. We have water jar, chain, heartbeats, keys, page flipping, and another hydrate. Thank you, Josh. I'll do the hydrate now. You go. Okay. I just saw my model doing the winkiness and the weirdnesses. Oh, it's fun. Okay, so we'll start with water jar. Let's get to that. Boop, boop, boop. We'll get the heartbeat soon. Okay. Water jar from some weird wibbly jibbly measles. I like them, they're very cool. There we go. Alright, I have that upside down. What the heck? My brain. I'm assuming you could hear that alright, but I know that it was kind of cutting out before, so I'm going to swap to the other mic setting. We're gonna do chain next. Gary, say how many more SCP stories do you think you have left? If you mean tonight, I'm probably just gonna finish the one we have tonight. We are not done it. It is very long. And of all the SCP stories, I know that there's too many to like read them all. I just do whatever is recommended. And currently my list has a lot more still. But they're not all SCPs, my recommendation list, so I think I've got a couple handfuls more stories currently on the list. But some of them are just as long as this one tonight and yesterday, so like I have hours and hours still of SCPs to read, even just from recommended. Okay, this is next. I'm gonna do chain. Well, that's not how you do that, Raven. There you go. Okay. there was Jane. And now we'll get to heartbeats. There we go. So I'm gonna move around and then turn the mic on after. Here we go. Does it also sound like there's someone walking on a creaky floorboard or something? And there were our heartbeats. There you go. Cage. What? What? No. Brain. Keys. I got EP. It's keys next. Hi, Essie. Can you hear the keys, everybody? Tell me if you can't hear the keys. Come on. Sorry, they're not making much noise. Okay, so in the yard. Yes, it is. Every step of the way, there's something going on. I'm going to do this. You can hear him now, right? You should be able to hear them very clearly now, so can someone confirm that you can hear them clearly? Okay, then yeah, I needed to be using this version of the mic. Okay. Don't know what that's about. I swear on my end it sounded the exact same amount loud. It's just that now there's an echo. The 3DO, it has these settings that I'm not sure how and why one version of it versus the other. It's pulling away low and high passes, you know? It's weird. I didn't miss them, Asib. I just take breaks. And yes, Debug, they're definitely stereo and mono, but that shouldn't affect the high and low sounds being cut out. It's like the mono setting has been set specifically for talking, but the stereo set is fine to hear everything. I don't know why. Okay, there's our keys. Do page flipping and then scissor snips. she set it up that way, it would, but I don't know why. Okay, here we go. This feels very loud. Oh, maybe this is better. Where was our page flipping? Oh boy, rage puffing. Did someone redeem that yesterday? I feel like someone did, but at the same time, I don't remember rage puffing. I remember hitting the button to rage puff. Oh, yes, yes, I did. It just sounded very different because of the monitoring, so it didn't register as the sounds in my head. I'm like, I don't think I heard that. You heard something else, Raven, but something similar. Scissor snips time, and that will be back to I'll be back to the other mic setup. Go to stereo again. On and off. It's good for headphone users. On and off I go stereo, but okay, here is scissors. You say the Josh. Okay, here we go. It's rage puppet time. Why is that the amount you're making? Because it thinks I'm puffing my cheeks. Why did it look like I made it? I can't even do it by doing it really, but basically it registered as the puff cheek puffing. What? Huh? Oh my gosh, Spooner is a nightmare there. I did the cheek puffing, but with the mouth slightly open. So silly. Okay. Stop cheek puffing and let me pout. No, I could not. Only one spy set up. Her stuff is much more sensitive and it will set up. Mine is not. I could try and get help, but I don't like some of the way it's working because I can't do my pout anymore, and it's hard enough to get a pout. Now it's even harder with the cheek puff in the way because it thinks whenever my mouth is small that it's puffing. See, I'm gonna tighten my lips real tight. If I put it upward at all, it turns into a puff. I'm actually gonna do a big frown. I can make my face big upside down smiley. No, I'm not cheek puff. Ah. I guess that works. I don't know. It took a good deal of effort. Jeez. Okay. Rage puffing. Here we go. Yeah, the rats be going everywhere. Silly, silly, silly. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, that's the rage puffing, and thus all of our teams for now. I'm gonna hydrate and we're gonna go back in the story. So here we go. Okay, so. Oh, wait. Oh, goodness. I'll readjust. Okay, now we're all set up again for reading. So last we were at, they tried to bring King back in using his own brain to try and fix things. And it didn't really work out very well. He was seeing other things. He wasn't hearing or seeing the people that were there to get him. And unfortunately, he jumped into the wormhole and left with some sort of hazard expunged, and it just says vessel in the footnote, along with the sort of creepy break the chain harvest stuff. It feels very creepy, feels like something's going wrong. Ooh. And that was the end of that addendum. But now we have a new weird rectangle, weird box, weird page, whatever. It's got red border. It's very different. It's the only thing that's like this. It's very different. What's going on? And it says, alert! PH Reinder's narrative anchor engaged. So the two of them, placeholder and Reinders, they created an anchor. I guess because the Eki class concern, like something could have pulled stuff apart. They've got that. Okay. Thank you for the follow, GT Adri. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Whenever we have someone new, we drop a dance emote. So here's some dancings. Dance, dance, dance. Everybody else, welcome them in. Give a dance. Oh my goodness, big yawn. Okay. Hi, good night. Hi, good evening. I hope you're doing good. Welcome in. Okay, so they're like, oh no, the anchor engaged. And then we have anti-naremic content critical narrative exclusion zone established, semicolon, abandon storyline if possible. So stop doing whatever you're doing, I think is what they're trying to say, but I don't know. The following text contains one or more narratival hazardous vectors. Okay, so whatever we're about to read could have some hazard on our narrative structure. Dun dun dun. Oh, thank you for hydrate. I will do that. Big yawns. I have less and less air because I'm all scrunched up and I can't take a deep breath. I'm gonna try. But okay. So, we jump in at SCP-6747-C is a pervasive, hazardous, anti-narrative complex derived from and manifesting as a mesofictional caricature of late senior administrator J. A. King. So I guess that's the guy that jumped into that hole and left. Ah! It's Fiona! Oh, you can go ahead and lurk, Cage. Just give that a shout. There you go. Thank you. That's enough. My goodness, welcome in. Hello, Raiders. Come on in, get cozy, get settled. We're reading SCPs. It's gonna be weird, creepy, weird going on. But settle in. And hi, it's Fiona. Thanks for sharing everybody with me. Feel free to go ahead and pop out if you need to go look after yourself. Get food, get rest, whatever. It's all good. Take care of yourself. And everybody else, get cozy. We're going to be reading for a little while and then we'll have a break for redeems after that. And I'm Raven. I'm a deer lady. These little rats that you are holding, these are care of Violet Spellcraft. I am in her apothecary for today, yesterday, tomorrow. And I'm normally at Emerald Lake with me and my frogs. The radioactive frogs that you see in these emotes. But for right now, yeah, I'm at the apothecary. All those potions behind me, I am not allowed to touch, so don't even ask me to do magic. It's bad. My witch friend is in charge of those, and when she's back, you can visit her streams and do all the potions things, but for now, I can't. But hi, get cozy, welcome in. I'm gonna reload that. And shush the little thingy thing. Okay, here we go. Where was... Oh my goodness. Where were we at with our reading? Sorry, I accidentally hit mute there too. Okay. Right. The spooky J.A. King is the concerning. He jumped into that hole. I think that's the version of him that they're concerned about. But anyway, for reasons yet to be fully understood, SCP-6747-C, the Senior Administrator King, causes the disruption of large-scale imaginon structures in universes to which it is pataphysically linked. Well, probably it's something to do with, his own brain being used to find him is tripped up, but I don't know. Okay, so corrupting its own alpha narrative, while annihilating that of any higher dimension. SCP-6747-C appears primarily proximal to particular anti-naremes, including but not limited to perceived antagonism, darkness, spirals, the integer value to the power of 7, 7 to the power of 7. It's written as the green text 7 up high, and then the word 7 in normal text, and then again that in green text up high 7. A little bit different than the 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 sevens up and the power 2. So the power, wherever it's at, it's to the power of 7 million and so on. 7 of those 7 digits. It's whatever's going on with that. Okay, and classical strategic conventions, modern comedic conventions, apples, apple seeds, and related products. Is the apples thing because of the first one that they tested was an apple? Maybe? I don't know. And then we've got a footnote here that says, believed to be an artifact of fictionalization attempt A13. Yeah, which was their attempt to bring back the apple. Then we have a photo that is captioned SCP-6747-C circling the local patasphere. And it's a very interesting, blueprinty style thing to show off what this physically looks like, and it's kind of confusing. It's very weird. It's some sort of spirally bottom, but it's all linked, and it's in 3D. It's widest at the bottom, kind of cone, kind of a pyramid going up thin into this bright circle. It looks like it's glowing, and from that circle, there's a bigger circle around that. It kind of shows that it's looking kind of like maybe fictionalized black holes. There it is, and then all the stuff gets sucked out into this portal, or that's through the portal, I don't know. And then on an orbit outside of that glowing circle, there's another circle with a few rings, and it has a backward spiral, the cone part pointing the opposite direction from the main thing's cone that spirals into a thinner spot. It's very tricky, but okay. That's it, circling the local patasphere. SCP-6747-C resides within and possesses ultimate control over SCP-6747-A3, which is the other world that we've sent things to be retrieved so that they are resurrected, and has recursively manipulated its narrative structure to achieve anti-naremic and ontokinetic abilities. All attempts to communicate with SCP-6747-C are complicated / obscured by poor imaginon decryption, leading to mischaracterization of baseline foundation as an antagonistic deific force, like deity force. Manipulations are further hindered by frequent malfunction on behalf of SCP-6747-B, the whole thing that we used to go, which has begun to demonstrate a tendency to inject SCP-6747-A with undesirable naremes. Which one was A again? Jeez, oh my gosh. Hi, Code John, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, get cozy. Alright. Now, SCP-6747-C regularly populates SCP-6747-A3 with SCP-6747-D, which I guess is lesser mesofictional caricatures of other essential technical, research, and administrative personnel. Ooh, uh-oh. Other Foundation people, at random choices, I guess, getting sent in there without it requesting it. Ooh, okay. SCP-6747-C and D display varying degrees of cognitive and logical deterioration, often using their ontokinetic abilities to generate anomalous weaponry far beyond baseline capability. SCP-6747-A3 now functions according to narrative logic that is fundamentally broken and chaotic. Its inhabitants are granted varying abilities at non-intuitive intervals. The results of these abilities are directly prejudicial to baseline reality and its topological stability. Any latent operational capacities within your SCPnet access terminal are henceforth dedicated to computing counter-naremes to SCP-6747-C's degradational effect. And then in bold, relevant storylines must be abandoned within, and then this one is also green, 7. And then back to text, minutes. Back to normal text. So the 7 thing is popped back up again. Oh, okay. Joy. Addendum 67476. SCP-6747-A contact attempts. Ooh, oh boy, okay. Ooh. Wait, did you break into my house? No! Vi let me in and I'm looking after the apothecary. That's what's going on. But, I'm in charge of it. And, if someone wants to try and break in, that is exactly what I'm supposed to stop. Okay. So here we are at the 6th addendum. It did say above, like, check out that addendum for further details when the outcome to how scary the Eki class priority safety stuff is going on. So this could be big bad scary time. Here we go. Tending to the apothecary in Vi's absence. Indeed. Thank you, Fester. And preventing any issues? There could be weirdnesses. Other people, we know this. If you follow Vi stuff, maybe you remember other witches have lived in this little place. Don't want any of them to show up. But anyway, they won't. Alright, so the contact attempts. Here we go. Following the narrative corruption of SCP-6747-A3, Project X/Machina was immediately halted. All relevant resources and personnel were redirected to the prevention of the corrupted reality's influence on baseline. As a result, Project X/Diabolus was officially approved. These names are so fun. Okay. I have to plug. One-handed, because I have to hold the mic otherwise. Okay, here we go. Sorry, messy. Right. Diabolus was officially approved, tasked with researching, analyzing, and eventually neutralizing the threat posed by the newly antagonistic SCP-6747-A. Despite several months of research and analysis, attempts to decrypt SCP-6747-A3's narrative corruption have proven nigh universally and unsuccessful. Oh, welcome! Purple rain, but rain spelled like the rains. I like it. If you don't know this already, you're amazing. And you're a super nice person. Oh my goodness. People, I can't handle this. Look at you. Almost as bad as Brian Haskell. Oh. And by bad, I mean super sweet. It's too much to handle. Well, just so you know, whenever we have a new follow, we do little dances. So I'm gonna give you some dances. There you go. Dancy dance. Welcome in. Just me and Fett dropping dances right now. Where are the rest of the dances? Where are your dances, people? Be welcoming. Well, welcome in, Purple Rain. Get cozy. We love to have you here. I'm just reading our SCP. Ooh, this is a long addendum, but I'm going to read this addendum and then we're going to break for redeems for a little while before we get back into the story. And I will finish this SCP tonight, damn it. It will happen, one way or another. Okay. So where was I at? Oh yes, it's proven not universally unsuccessful. It is hypothesized the universe's Imaginon structures occupy a topology that remains foreign to the human patasphere. The following transcript is the only encryptable portion thus far, due to its inclusion of relatively simpler naremes. Ugh, my breaths are not very good. Thank you for the little bongos, at least. Thank you. Okay. Okay, big breath, Raven. Because I'm still all scrunched up. It's hard, I can't breathe. Okay. Video transcript 6747A3/343. Date 2030. Wow, okay, so the last time we were doing this, they started doing the tests in, geez, when was it? 2029/11? We're 2030 401, April 1st. April Fool. So they've had quite a few months of it not going well before they've got this video transcript. Parties present. SCP-6747-C, which... Who is... Wait a minute, huh? I thought that was the person we don't like. What? I'm scrolling back. How is 6747-C there? How did they pull that off? Isn't this the guy we don't like? How do they... Huh? Or is that supposed to be the other guy? Because they did pull in one dude that's just like... They created someone and pulled him into reality before they did resurrecting other people. They created a person that was just like bland technician. That was one of their tests, and he was a chill dude. But this is not that guy. This is J.A. King before stuff, I guess. What the heck? Okay, anyway, him. SCP-6747-BRT. Well, these are all... Oh! These are all alternate versions of these people. Because C has been pulling these people, like it said that he'd been pulling various people in. And they've got 6747-BRT, Dr. Jack Bright, KDK, Dr. Benjamin Kondraki, and CLF, Dr. Alto Clef, with a footnote saying, the latter three personnel had no involvement in Project X/Machina as they had each been retired from service decades prior. Hi, nuriakea, we're finishing up your story. It is believed that they were constructed by SCP-6747-B and/or C using latent memory structures stored within the former's hippocampus, as each held senior executive positions for a plurality of Director King's research career, whether their mesofictional exaggeration is caused by cognitive data corruption or SCP-6747-A3's inherent properties remains... Wait, what? The grammar there is weird. But anyway, or properties remains unknown. Not quite how I followed that thought, but okay. I'm missing something, but I... Okay, so that's all of them there, which is all SCPs. And I could have sworn that those are the people we're concerned about? What's going on? And they're trying to contact A? Does this mean that this is bad people doing bad things, but they're just managing to include this info somewhere? I don't know what's going on. If you know nuriakea, please clarify for me. I would appreciate it. I take a moment to get a breath or readjust, because, yeah, I can't breathe. Ugh. Okay, let's see how this works. Ooh. I don't know how to sit here and not feel scrunched in some way. Okay, let's see if this is better. Okay, so here's the beginning of the transcript. Video feed depicts the Site-19 director's office, occupied by an expansive wooden table at which 4 persons are seated. Oh, sorry. Clicked a thing. On 3 tall chairs are seated SCP-6747-D, BRT, KDK, and CLF. I don't know why there's a D in there. D, BRT? There wasn't a D before. Do they mean D is here? Gosh, I can't keep track of all the different old... Can you just call them by their frickin' names? And who is D again? Yeah, they're all 6747Ds, but specifically they are BRT, KDK, and CLF. Okay. Ugh. And I'm just out of breath. Because I can't take a deep breath. I'm all scrunched. Oh, help. Okay. BRT, KDK, and CLF, the latter of which brandishes a shotgun. Of course, Dr. Clef has a shotgun. Okay. The 4th seat, substantially larger and resembling a throne, houses Director King. Very evil character, kind of vibes. All characters remain motionless until SCP-6747-A3 reaches comparable narrative topology to baseline. Reality distorts in vignette style though the characters do not take note. Okay, so they're not doing anything until it reaches the right levels, which feels like all of this is just so that it's something that we can see, so that it's something, a story. But it did show them just kind of waiting mode, like the toys in Toy Story when they're stuck as toys versus when they come to life kind of thing. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Can I breathe? Very important questions. Oh my gosh. Ooh, nice res, Loooong. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, we start with CLF to King. So what you're saying, Mr. Second Coming of Antichrist, is that we're essentially inevitably and irreversibly fucked. And King says, no, I'm not. And then BRT interrupts, yes, you are. You gave us all of this. And interrupting that, BRT gestures to its surroundings, okay, which dissolve to display the chaotic, anti-narrative wasteland outside Site-19, with floating buildings stacked upon themselves, where countless SCP-6747-D instances of Foundation personnel can be seen. They appear to conduct several mundane and ineffective actions using limited ontokinetic faculties. BRT turns back to SCP-6747-C as their office's walls reform. Because as he gestures, the walls would move, because that's what narratively he wanted, I guess. That's interesting. Okay, and he continues. Or, who is BRT again? Yeah, Jack Bright. Yeah, assumedly he pronouns. He resumes, promising even more, and then dare to tell us we're done? Are you fucking stupid? King then says, "You are misunderstanding. KDK. I mean, even I know that's kind of fucking sucky, buddy. That's kind of fucking sucky, buddy." And then it goes, "Woe is me, we can't reach the fuckers that imprisoned us here. Ooh, look at me, I'm a super powerful motherfucking reality bender, yet I somehow can't ascend to other planes of existence. My ass, asshole." That felt a little off, but anyway, that's not what I signed up for. Argument breaks out among the SCP-6747-D instances as they protest SCP-6747-6C's actions. The latter, King there, begins to levitate above its throne, apparently forcing the D instances to be seated and silenced. Its eyes begin to glow, and then hearing green text that says "empty sickness," and finishes the little bracket. And then King speaks, but this gets really weird, so walk with me here. All caps, much larger text, green. "Silence, insolent fools, your cretinous frivolity remains insignificant. I've given you power in exchange for servitude." And then a big indent, and then another one below. "Now serve, or," and then a little bit over, and tilted, but not normal italics, which go forward. This is tilted backwards, even bigger text. Still all caps, still green. "Die," with a period. And then a couple enters down, a couple lines below. It's back to the little triangle brackets to describe an action, and it says, 6747C returns to its throne with visible exhaustion. Okay, can we cut the casual bongos? It's not, but it's the music, and it's feeling too heroic to me. I'm like, this is villainous. Stop giving me hero music. I don't like it. Okay. C returns to its throne with visible exhaustion. Its eyes return to their former appearance, and it blinks twice. KDK. Okay, Jesus, sorry. No need to fucking scream. We're adults, for God's sake. You can just... And then interrupting that, C says, I never doubted your age, Kundraki. What I, however, did and continue to doubt is the intelligence of you three. Well, you created them, so chill out. It's your fault you didn't give them brains like they should have. Okay, big breath. Big breath. SCP-6747-C snaps its fingers, causing a blackboard to spontaneously appear near its person. It manifests chalk and begins to draw formulae and diagrams of no apparent significance. Several popular math equations, as would be shown stereotypically in a children's show. C points toward them. So just like super stereotypically science and mathy things. And then C says, as you can see, and then this, whatever they say, is all caps in square brackets, green text, not the weird separate kind of looking text, still the right font-ish. Hazard expunged, which we've seen before. And then there's a footnote, and this starts out green text, all lowercase, looking like the right text font. Queen of the Void and its 7 spirals, destroyer of uninspired worlds, keeper of the chains which bind, and then the last 3 words here are red. Block text. It's a different font. All caps. Red, I tell you. The Scarlet Idol. That's the end of that creepy footnote. So whatever data expunged thing, hazard expunged, is gaining power with each of our moves. Eventually, our energy will rise to such a level we'll be able to cross into that reality, and then extend our reign to wherever we please. So no, I'm not abandoning you, you utter morons. This chaos theory is our salvation. SCP-6747-C gives the others a pointed glare. Thank you for the follow, Alfreya, whichever way it is, tell me how to say it. I like to learn. Let's do a good dancey. I want to do the rainbow parrot. It's just a good one. I like it. Welcome, welcome. Whenever we have someone new, we drop some dance emotes. Look at that. I'm jumping in. Oh, I can't seem to breathe. I'm all scrunched up. But I'm good otherwise. We're nearly done this little bit, and then we'll do redeems. So hang out. Ooh, nice dance, Vet. We'll do the redeems in a second. Well, not a second, in a bit. But very little more story before that break. Oh boy. So he's giving them a pointed glare. BRT. ... Did you unironically just expose it? Exposition? Exposit to us? Is this hell all just some story to you? Yes, that's literally what's going on. C says, it is. That's what I've been saying this entire time. CLF, groaning. Ugh. I know all that, King. My point was not that you're an idiot and a liar, which you probably are, let's be real, but that we're fucked, because we are fucked. I joined to a dance party. Nice. Yeah, every time somebody joins, it's a little mini dance party. I love it. I'm glad you're in on it. We're doing other dances. Heck yeah. Dance, dance, dance. Okay, sorry. Clef being the only one that's like, we're fucked because that is what we are at our core. Narratively, we are fucked. That's how it is. And I'm here for it. I'm glad you are somebody that's on it. And then the action is CLF throws its arms into the air and says, we're in a story, but not like the rest of the assholes up there. And we interrupt what he's saying just to say, the doctor points towards the Foundation camera gazing into SCP-6747-A3. So they're aware of the camera. And Cliff continues, we're in a triple fucking nested story that's falling apart because it's so utterly stupid. I mean, look around you. And then he's interrupted by King. That doesn't change anything. Our plan will continue. We're almost done. Trust me. KDK sighs theatrically, so... Oh. Yes. KDK. Jesus Christ, who cares about that? I'm fucking bored, you goddamn cretins. That's all I care about? I don't give a single shit about anything else. Jesus. C. King says, relax, Kondraki. Thanks to your cooperation, the bastards have given us enough intrigue to make them vulnerable. So just shut it and follow me. ... SCP-6747-C pauses as the blackboard and chalk D manifest. He snaps his fingers again, and a door behind his throne appears. And he continues saying, ... 'Cause once we are done, the fun will never end. C stands up from its seat, depicted staring into the observer's point of view, so staring into camera. He smiles as his face visibly distorts and the feed disconnects. End of transcript. And then a little afterward, baseline narrative integrity is compromised. All narratives relating to SCP-6747-C have subsequently become vectors for, and then in square brackets, data lost. Countermeasures to its anti-narrative hazard have and continue to be enacted as available. Storyline structural stability is at 66%. End of addendum. So with that, I'll scroll. The next addendum is the 7th. It's an O4 command summit that we'll see, but we're not there yet. And now it's time to break and do some triggers. There you go. We will not do rage puffing right now. What do we have lined up? We have sticks rustle. That's what we'll do. There we go. But hold on, I'm going to readjust. You can take a second and I'll mute while I'm loud. Alright, and I see that hydrate. Thank you very much for you. Aha! Hydrated. Okay, now here is Sticks Russell. Okay, now we're gonna need the other setting. Here we go. Sorry about you. Okay. Hi, Ultra M Slayer. Welcome in. Cozy. There is our Sticks Russell. I have no other redeems at the moment, but do something. What have we not done here that we can do? Ooh, I know what we haven't done. Haven't tried out yet. Singing bowl. I'm gonna say we should try that. I have singing bowl. It's not my singing bowl, and it looks like it's got a pretty worn handle on him, just because it gets lots of use, really. I bet. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see this guy. I'm gonna see if it'll go in this version because it's big loud, I think. Stay put in hand. Very worn mallet. Okay. There we go. It's also smaller than I'm used to. Itty bitty mallet. I'm used to a big mallet. I feel like I'm not doing anything. Goodness. Cheat. Problem is that it's so quiet. It's to the point that you can hear. The only way to hear it right is to have it close enough that you can hear the mallet drag. That's not it. There we go. We got it. Oh. Mm. sit and stay. It's so little that the force I'm using is making it move so much. Ah, that was a bad scratch. Okay, I'm not used to such a little bowl. Lighter pressure seems to be better. Barely use any, because if it's too much, it's going to fall off your hand. Can't stay put. But it does make it a little bit easier to do scribing. I don't like that. It's just natural. Wow, okay. There is your singing bowl. I didn't since at Levi's place, so that's cool. Let's do. I need to run an ad, and then we'll pick up the next chunk of story. We've got another couple addendums and then some funkiness. Wow, okay, yeah. Excited. You nod, nod, nod. Okay. Here is our ad. Sorry I have to run an ad. It's not what I prefer. But here we go. Ad incoming. And those of you that can still hear me, hi. How goes? Thanks for having a subscription. I appreciate that. Alright, noise. Good. Adjusting windows right now so I can properly see the end of a window. You giggled at me. Look at the little dance. Is that because you can still hear me? Okay. I have been able to breathe, so that's nice. I think I found the right spot. Oh, alright. And there was no other redeems. I don't know. I want to do this real quick because these are fun, and I'm only gonna have. I don't have these. Maybe I could add them to my throne, but I don't have these little guys. I gotta use them while I can. What do you call these things? There's like snow globes. Like they're face massagers. She doesn't have a cramped up space. It's just that I don't always like my feet down. You know, don't know how to sit in a chair problems kind of thing. Um, and so I like to have my feet up to some degree. But water globes, well, okay, but they're not globes. They're little wands too. Anyway, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm a pretzel sitter. Yes, yes, yes. And other variations. In my place, under my desk, there's a little place where I can put my feet up a little bit, and my chair has a little footrest that comes out at the bottom of it. So I have those as an option. Vi does not. Plus, her back to her chair is very straight. She has very good straight back, and that means that I feel like squishy a lot of the time. And so I'm trying to be careful And I've already got little covers. I sit like a goblet. Yes, Alfreya. Yes. I have 3 sets of footrests under my desk because I need to adjust a lot. This is what I should have. But yeah, well, I've got backwards knees, so it doesn't make that, because I got deer legs. It makes it a little bit harder, you know, everything's a little bit funky. But yeah. So, yeah, it's just all over the place. um, and I see back, you know what I mean, think deer leg shape. I gotta deal with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get back to story now, though. Tablet not to need. Okay, let's go back. There we go. I'm going to finish this. It will be done. Good morning. Good of the morning. But okay. Hello, Dum Dum. We're just getting back into story now. So you're in the end of this story. We're in the middle. It's a long SCP. My tailbone get destroyed after 3 hours. Ah, so you sit right on the tailbone. You sit pretty far back. You a deal of curved back, don't you? You do shrimping, don't you, D-Bod? Because if you're sitting right, you shouldn't be sitting on the bones. You should be sitting on the booty. Good bum. Well, okay. Here we go. Oh wait, I need to move my close again. What have I been doing? Okay, I'll start this. Alright, do that. Alright. Addendum 6747 slash VII, aka 7. The 04 Command Summit II, or 2 in brackets. We have video transcript 04-6747-9. Date 2030-03-12. Oh, so this is before. Why is everything out of order? This is before that last little chat. Let me try and do that. That the other people had their video. This is before that, I guess. Because theirs was 4/1, April Fools. This is March 12th. Okay. Parties present. Summit lead, Director Place HMD, PhD, and then in brackets PHMD. Director Alistair Vemhoff, Director Daniel Ashworth, roughly 85 other A-class personnel composing the 04 Council. Ooh, so we've got some missing people. And various managerial personnel. Ngo, I think Ngo left. Okay. Bought the trucker purple seat pad. Saves an extra 2 to 5 hours. Oh, has no booty, flat cheeks. Plus and indeed a shrimp. Thank you. School desks. You're blaming school desk for that? No, not fair. Fair. Okay. Forward. I am. Period. Okay, forward. The following transcript is truncated for brevity. Weird fucking sound and word. Truncated. But as a majority of relevant overseer personnel were coincidentally unavailable at the time of crisis, Director PHMD was authorized to recall to summit the Lesser Council to discuss potential solutions to the ongoing SCP-6747-A3 threat. What's with the Overseer Council? Why can't you do your goddamn jobs? Okay. Begin transcript. The recording starts focusing on Ashworth, PHMD, and Vemhoff. All other personnel are engaging in similar scale and less relevant discussions. Yeah, we don't care about them. Don't worry about it. It's just the main 3 we care about. F off. It's just so silly. Okay. Director Vemhoff. Don't make me say I told you so for a second time, for fuck's sake. Director PHMD sighs exasperately. Can we be constructive for a second, please? Focus on the fact that this pocket universe is a serious threat and we need to stabilize it immediately. Hold on a second. I'm still not sure I entirely understand what the stakes are here. What's narrative integrity and why are we worried about it? Sorry. Director PHMD. There's really no point in me sending out briefings beforehand, is there? He would probably do that sigh. Okay. Rolls his eyes, returning to Ashworth. 6747A3 is engineered to have the lowest theoretically possible capacity for narrative complexity. Inserting a high-density character like King into that universe caused some sort of collapse of its story structure. It's recursively folding in on itself, becoming more and more narratively unsatisfying. Director Vemhoff. Narrative complexity this, story structure that. You speak as though you're not toying with the very nature of causality. Director Ashworth pointedly ignores Vemhoff. How is a pocket universe threatening us, though? Director PHMD. I have to be careful describing this. There are certain sets of narrative elements, or naremes, that are particularly unsatisfying and antagonistic, and when brought together, form a narrativo-hazardous structure. Some sort of story or story fragment that's actually hazardous to its characters or others. Thinking all the tropes from fan fictions. No. Okay. Pataphysics discovered a particular narrativo hazard a while ago. One that erases any story that it appears in. When we discovered what its specific naremes were, we accidentally almost formed it here and had to anesthetize almost the entire department. Director Ashworth. Woof. What does that have to do with... And he's interrupted. Director PHMD. Actually, I don't know who Ashworth... Ashworth Daniel. Okay, yes. What does that have to do with... Interrupted PHMD. I'm getting there. We can't confirm this, as it's too risky to try and search for directly, but evidence heavily suggests that some version of this same hazard has manifested in the Pocket universe. However, instead of destroying it, it's reinforcing the universe's structures somehow. It's merged with the King character, whose objective appears to be escape by inserting its corrective... Breath. Rewind. Okay. Instead of destroying it, it's reinforcing the universe's structure somehow. It's merged with the King character, whose objective appears to be escape. Maybe that should have been escaping, and escape by inserting its corrupted version of the hazard into our universe. And since 6747A3 is more fictional than us, they have access to far greater anomalous technologies with which to target us. Director Vemhoff. What in the hell is the matter with you? This procedure can't be worth the risk. You must shut this abomination off. Director PHMD. No can do. The pocket universes aren't in the machine. It just manipulates them. And it's been unresponsive since the corruption. And even if we could terminate 6747A3 prematurely, we have very little idea what risks are posed by terminating a narrative before its proper conclusion. It's possible that vacuum would lead to a formation of even more dangerous structures. Not and. Anyway. Director Ashworth, I imagine that magic won't work here? Director PHMD, afraid not. Even rituals as powerful as the Codex would do it. Thaumaturgy operates locally within a specified reality bubble. Ashworth exhales, scratching his head. He scrolls through some of the papers present near the two personnel. Director Ashworth, on to kinetics, then, I suppose. A sufficiently powerful reality mender could theoretically forever stall the progress of the... PHMD sighs, sadly interrupting that. Yes and no. The main problem here is that we know exactly of one general ontokinesis bearer that can manipulate other reality spaces. Ashworth raises his eyebrow. Director Ashworth, that being... ? PHMD says SCP-3812. Ooh, who's 3812? Do I want to click? Yes, I do. I want to find out. Okay. It's going. Okay. 3812 is Keter class. Scroll to description. Reality altering entity due to their effect on reality, nearly impossible to describe them in any meaningful way. Okay, and there's a photo that looked kind of like a person, but something, I can't really see it. So it's some sort of person, but you can't really tell what else about them. So a person that's very strong, reality bending, look like very complex stuff. Director Ashworth, ... shit. And then them again, sighs, tapping the desk for a few minutes. How about total reality alteration then? I'm sure 17, maybe SCP-17, has things that could alter layers of baseline to protect us for as long as they work. Vemhoff leans toward the two, visibly angry. Director Vemhoff, you... sigh. It seems you've not learned a single thing, have you? If you can't be made to understand that manipulating the very structures of reality is not a joke, then we're doomed. PHMD, what was that? Vemhoff scoffs. Vemhoff, you are all insane, yet again, and is interrupted. PHMD, no, the other part. Vemhoff raises his eyebrow. It's not a joke to make such drastic changes to our goddamn reality. Director PHMD, you're right, it's not. ... PHMD begins to interact with his work tablet, accessing relevant documents and beginning to sketch a diagram. Director PHMD, but what if it were? End of transcript. Afterwards, see the following, end addendum, and the following is a success report, I guess. Oh no. Diabolus must be, they said joke, so I guess they're turning this into a joke, whatever that means. Oh boy, I'm excited. Okay. We're nearing the end, we're almost there, and it's turning into a joke? I'm excited. Alright, so we're done the addendum, so we got another project proposal paper. It has the same little logo that we'd seen before on the thing that looks like the little... I still haven't Googled what this thing is called. But then it says Project X/Diabolus Success Report. And then in the quarter, the header here is the 2030-04-13. So 12 days after that weird video that we saw from the other world. Director, place HMD PhD, Pataphysics Department, Archetypals Division. Big breath, Raven. Oh, okay. Intent. Maintain SCP-6747-A3's narrative dimensionality at a level which renders SCP-6747-C and its vectors ineffective. This requires the indefinite creation of fictionalized documents regarding SCP-6747-A3 possessing enormous volumes of narrative energy, an ongoing database of which is stored within undisclosed Site-87 database. Hypothesis. By installing high-energy narrative structures within SCP-6747-A3, interest from hypernarrative entities will cause it to gain more narrative dimensionality and consequently become more quote-unquote real. This will proceed until its deviance from normality is insufficient to allow for SCP-6747-C's internarrative capabilities. Result. Containment apparently successful. 0 instances of data lost. I'm guessing this is the thing that we can't see. This is the hazard, thing. 0 instances of that detected since procedure, as it can no longer be transmitted via SCP-6747-C. Furthermore, it has been found that comedic and exaggerated narrative structures and caricatures have the greatest effectiveness in rising SCP-6747-A3's narrative dimensionality. The universe has since been redesignated TL-6747-A, the LOL Foundation. Oh, I want to go there. I want to be in the joke foundation. Make fun of them all. Underneath it says Update 2030-0606. So June 6th. Regular monitoring of hypernarrative activity regarding SCP-001 SWAN, SWANN, reader entities has revealed catastrophic damage to structural integrity of a higher narrative universe partially responsible for imagining various timelines adjacent to baseline reality. Oh, oops. They thought they did well, but they might have messed it up again. Classic. Data readings consistent with data lost were found among this universe's narrative structures and subsequently expunged from all relevant documentation. The extent of SCP-6747-C's involvement, if any, is unknown. While this would typically be cause for concern, it appears that SCP-6747-A3 does not endanger internarrative relationships which are essential to the existence of the baseline foundation, as it is pataphysically linked to and therefore dependent on baseline reality. End of addendum. It wasn't labeled as an addendum. They need to fix that, I guess. But anyway. Then there's 2 red banners again. These don't have the out of 7 parts on it, but first it says hostile anti-nerimplex purged, and then in all caps red, system lock disengaged. Dun dun dun. That's the first red banner. And the second one in bold says fourth wall unstable, hyper-narrative derealization imminent. And I scroll to a funky gif. That or it's a brain effect. I'm failing the words. It's a visual mess. It looks like it's moving, but maybe it's not actually moving. Funky spiral with fractals off of it, so very spirally, fractally. Purple, green tones, very fun. Underneath that, it says, in a green banner, fourth wall broken. A storyline sought to control and unexact its mortal toll. Another realm it wrought anew, a twisted caricature of you. And then it says data lost. And it's another link. And this is the LOL Foundation page. Ooh. Okay. Then below that, it says, the fun never ends. Oop. I'm gonna check, is there any little eggs? But that's the end. The fun never ends. And then I guess we have the LOL Foundation page hub, which is gonna be interesting. So these are the various joke posts, maybe? I don't know. But very fun. Chaos Theory. It was very fun to read. But that is the end of it. The end! We still have half an hour of stream left. But we finished it, and I'm glad. I did it. Huzzah, huzzah! And I'll say, I did read it, and I didn't want to add links, but I'll say LOL Foundation, so that I know to go. Yeah, so now we have that noted. Alright, gonna adjust, and you guys can do redeems. Okay, I adjusted, and I missed it, but I see it again. The sticks rustle, so let's do that. Here we go. You see more at your place in the apothecary now compared to last time I've been. I am. I've settled in a little bit more, even though I can keep feeling squished today. I don't know what it is, but I feel like yesterday I could find a spot where I could breathe and it was good. Today it feels like I can't fully breathe, like I keep getting stuck. Maybe I've internalized the panic with the echoes and stuff, and it's physical now instead of mental, so I sound very calm, but my body is still freaking out. That could be it. That could be it. That happens. Want my chair? Yes. I want my chair at the very least, but it'll be fine. Call me Raven, please, Dum-Dum, please. But okay, here we go. It's Russell. Let's go. And there was our sticks. That manual breathing, that would explain a lot. If she did put a spell like that on this chair, that would explain everything. Okay, you trying to break people's brains. I've never had tea help my breathing. It's good for calming down and stuff, so it can help that way, but I've never had it help me breathing. It's a good suggestion. I could try see if I had some tea. But right now I just breathe. A piece of me would kind of like to end early, but I'm okay. Oh, I don't know what it is. Big breath. Might they do normally? Actually, that's a whole thing. I've read and watched a video and heard people talking because sharpness of mint that helps me. Oh, kind of forces you to suck in. I get it. Okay. The toes deal. Wearing shoes pushes your toes tighter together and can cause displacement of toes, which can cause some other issues further down the line because you start from your feet and everything else is slightly off from there. So they're supposed to touch, but they're not supposed to be shoved up against each other too much. Yeah. So you should have some spaces, some room with your toes, but they're not meant to never touch. That's not right. Just check how far you'd have to spread your toes to have them not touch, and it would probably be a lot. I wouldn't know. my hoofs are, the half and half, and they're meant to have like a little bit of space. It's natural to have some little variations and stuff. But why'd she not for that? Yeah. It's a mental thing to make you aware, like to breathe thing. Yeah. Hydrate, thank you, nuriakea. Did you appreciate me reading your story? Because I'm probably not doing a terribly good job getting jungled up with all the big words and things. I hope you had fun with those. Toes are already placed. Some go in an angle. That's because I broke my toes like countless times. Oh, yeah. What are we reading next? Troll face. It's a good question. I could prep something now. Honestly, I feel like just chatting for the rest of the stream. I feel like not reading right now. But the next one that we would read is 6488. Also recommended by you, if we have time for that. Oh god, that one's... Oh my god. If I try to read this one, I probably need to read every stream in a week to be able to get through that. The scrolly bar is tiny. It's itty bitty. It's smaller than that rat's nose. Jeez. It's so long. I'm still scrolling. I'm not at the end. We're still scrolling as big and fast as I can. Well, I could try and go faster, but at a reasonable pace, not stopping. It's looking like it's a bunch of text looking, like it look like text messages, so that helps. Oh, and that one is just a new version of the file at the very end, but... Okay, so here I am at the very bottom, at the end of it, and I'm going to scroll up, and you can hear how fast I'm scrolling. And I'll tell you when I'm done. Oh no, you can't hear me. Back. You can see that the thing you can't hear. It's because it's too low of a noise, and the little pass or whatever. 7243 is even longer. You're so evil. Never went to the doctor with him, just like making your finger nose. What's the doctor gonna do about it? They're gonna reset the bones so that they can be lined up, and if you hurt any tendons or something like that in that, or have nerve damage, they can fix that up so that it's not permanently stuck like that. That's what they do for that. Okay, so 6488. Listen to how long it takes to scroll. Just listen. Oh, come on. Okay, listen. We're scrolling up from the bottom. We're not even halfway. Oh, it's paused somehow. Oh, there, caught back up. Okay. Whoa, why is it moving? What has happened? What just... Whoa. I don't know what I did. I think I clicked something. I don't know what just happened. It like auto-scrolled for me. But I scrolled all that length and I got to not quite halfway. That's how long that freaking thing is. Doctor Who? Exactly. Me who stubbed my toe this morning. Yeah, it's fine. You can break some of your small toes like that, apparently. Oh yeah, but I've got my neighbor for that. He doctor too. Well then, okay. So why go to my own for such a small thing? Well, I mean, so that you don't have foot pain and the stuffs, right? But anyway. Okay, so, yeah, let's just hang out. Let's just be chatty. How goes? Hi. I'm gonna turn off the triggers. We're just gonna chat for the last little while. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop. And yeah, 6488, super freaking long. And you say 7 something something. Oh, thank goodness, that is not currently recommended. And I'm not counting that comment as one. If it's even longer, I don't want to touch it. It sounds scary. It sounds very scary. Let's see, ask Raven questions time? I mean, I guess so. But beware, I will say no. I won't do the story, or won't do the question. So, if you ever do that. You haven't yet. You've got one for me? Okay, what do you got? So many. Sorry. Okay, looked at the suggested stories to read. So many. What's the coolest origami thing you've ever made? I think that the coolest one I made is the big giant crane, which I've tried to show a couple times on hand cams, but it's just so big you can't even see it. Because it's basically the size of a movie poster. It's big. And I think that was really cool. I think the cardboard is cool. It takes a lot of effort. Um, I think those are the coolest things that I've made. But I've done different things that are multiple pieces that you put together, and those are fun. I did one that you have to like glue it together, and I don't really like to do that. So instead, I tried stitching it together, and that was kind of fun. So that it was like an interesting combination of things. It was gonna be not origami in my eyes either way, so I might as well do something cool and different. Basically, what I thought. So that was interesting. But I think the coolest thing is that I've seen someone, and I wish he had taught me. Um, someone made, they took a regular size origami paper and made a bunch of cranes. I think 6 cranes. Yeah, stitching paper using embroidery thread and stitch it together. Yeah. Um, the guy, he got 6 cranes out of one paper, but here's the thing: they were all connected, not not separated, not ripped apart. And he didn't use scissors, or maybe he did, but I didn't think he did. Um, so it was like one big crane, and then they all held wings somehow. Um, and in front of the big crane was like a little V formation of cranes, and they all held wings together because they were all connected, and it was just mind blowing. How did he do that? I want to do it. I want to find that again. It was so cool. I don't know. And I wanted him to teach me, and I told him, you better teach me before you leave again, because he was just visiting where I was at the time. Um, nope, didn't figure it out. Away he went. It was very cool. I'm always gonna do that. And I don't even remember his name. It's awful. If only. Missed connections, you know? But yeah, I just want to learn the funky origami. The funky cold Medina. No. Okay, sorry. Random thoughts. Brain. Okay. Interesting. What's the coolest origami you've seen? Because I've also seen, like, I considered telling that one because I, like, almost could have made it, but I didn't. There's origami used in spacecraft because it reduces um, space and materials used for things, and it makes the items more functional, and it's super cool how it's being used for that. Um, but it's a little bit like it's less make it a cool shape and more just like how can we fold it to be as small as possible and then expand. And I guess yeah, it's origami. It's learning how paper folds and therefore how other things can fold up. But yeah, I don't know how much when it's especially when it's just like a metal and it's just expand and contract is all it does. I don't know how much I consider it origami. It is, but it isn't. But it is, but it isn't. Especially when it's not paper. It's very cool. Functional origami, so to say. Yeah, it's interesting. And I think it's super cool that they're using this ancient information for such fancy stuff. But I guess you could say that about basic, basic. Oh no, I have a no basic math. I was thinking arithmetic, so basic arithmetic. Anyway, brain. So I think that that's pretty cool. Little rats, dance, little rats. Dance! Wiggle! You're so silly. And yeah, I can puff my cheeks now, but I can also just stick my own tongue out and it actually registers. Before I'd have to hit a button. I'm hitting button, it's auto. But now, I think that's fun. Basic. Mm-hmm. Such a pretty apothecary. Look at all the fancy glowy bottles. Yeah, it's very cool. It's so cool how it's all rigged up. I like it a lot. But okay. Anybody touch the bottles? I'm not allowed to. Oh, I just saw I was doing the winkings. Oops. I'm not allowed to touch any of the potions. I'm not allowed. Illegal. Bad. No. I'd be a bad apothecary sitter. Okay, another question. Drink the bottles. Even worse. There could be any number of things that happen to me. It's a terrible idea. No. I could be no longer a deer lady. That's not what I want. I could turn into one of these rats. Even the frog potion? Yvonne, you're getting too close to the real frog story. My goodness. Okay. I'm so excited to tell you this, but I'm still not done making it all pretty and... okay. I need to write it out for you guys. You said another question. Yes. If you has a question, I'd love to take a question. Keeping us all chatty. It's good. Sorry. Distracted. Pick that nail. Okay. What? Okay. Do some more stuffs. I has ear pickings. Tacos? Is that a question? I can use a big Q-tip on the big ear. It's not a question. Nope. Wait, yes or no to the questions? Yes, go ahead and ask questions. Sorry, I need to put that down. I need to not pick at it. Yes, feel free to. Let's do more questions. What else? Fluffy little things. I could move along to Glubs. I like the Glubs. Let's do the Glubs again. Oh, there's questions. What's your opinion on pineapple and pizza, Alfredo? Nuriakea pops in with that emote a lot, and I'm for it. I like it. I like it with black olives. Stupidest thing you've done in your life that you can laugh about nowadays? I don't know. I don't know. Have I done stupid things? Have I done things that I would call stupid? Nah. Nah, I did. I think I've been pretty good. Or at least if there's anything that wasn't good or wasn't a good time, wasn't well thought out, not exactly can laugh about. It's no fun. Now what if you had that 10K KU mic in front of you? Would you be too afraid to use it? Probably I wouldn't know that it was that expensive. Probably be like, okay, let's go. And I'd just pick it up and everybody would gasp and I'd be like, what? Oh, is it expensive? What did I do? And they'd be like, yeah, it's really fucking expensive. And I'd be like, oops, sorry. I'm holding it in a way that seems fine right now. I'm scared to move. It's probably how that would go. But if someone told me that this is what it is, I'm like, okay. Well, what are we doing? I don't even know what that looks like. What kind of mic is it for? Are you saying in front of me for a stream? Because if I need to use it for a stream, then it's got to be something that could be moved and bonked around just a little bit, because the different sounds I make, they gotta get moved. They gotta get placed different places. So I can't be scared of it like that. One way or another, I gotta be able to just move it around. So I can't be scared anymore. It will get bonked. Would you rather live on your own island or in your own property in the woods? Well, I already do the property in the woods, kind of. The cave. I don't need property. I I live in Emerald Lake. You don't know because I'm not there lately and you just joined us. But I live in Emerald Lake. It's it's very fun. Radioactive water. It's fine. Um no, it's pretty still a little bit more cleaning up to do, but pretty good. Um it looks like a dark gray head, but it's for ASMR. Oh, so it's like the 3DO, but a full head? Oh, then I'd be playing around with it, breaking it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd just be going for it. Like I have the ears right now and I'm holding on to the box in the middle. I was a little bit scared of it before, but I've had to use it now. So I'm getting used to it. It's fine. It's all good. I would probably end up just grabbing it and be like, this is so silly, it's so stupid. And then they'd be like, yeah, that's really expensive. Like, oh, right. That would make sense because 3DO is already very expensive. You know what? You're right. You're totally right. I shouldn't have done that, but I still want to. You gotta just go for it sometimes. Can't treat it like it's too perfect. But I would cause some problems probably. Okay. Oh, you've got a story of yours then? Yeah, share mine. I once tried to impress a girl and wanted to lean against my bike, but did it wrong, so I knocked over my bike and fell on it with my butt and bruised my tailbone. So for the rest 2 weeks, I walked around like I had a stick up my butt. Up my ass instead, it's what it says. But anyway, I Google. Fair enough. Yeah, that's one that's kind of stupid. You can laugh about. See, I don't know if I would call that like some the stupidest thing, cause like that's just an awkward thing. You wanted to be cool, so you were gonna lean and be like, I'm so cool, and you failed. I don't know if that's stupid. That's just clumsy. Oh no, you're fine. I'm just joking around. Because for whatever reason it was like it flagged it, and so I was joking that I should say it something else. But I've read stories with up my ass. I'm fine. Well, maybe not that exact, something like it. Yes, Bill can laugh about it now. Yeah, exactly. Definitely one that's like, yeah, I can have a good laugh about that now. See if it's something more like that kind of story. Maybe I can pull something out. But I have very bad memory sometimes. um. Hmm. Meeny, meeny, miny, I can't think. The weird blinking out of tune. Hmm. Do that. It's so fun. I like seeing her blink. If anybody else has ones that they want to share, that'd be fun. But I can't think of things. It's like whenever somebody does that, I forget everything. You ask me what my favorite whatever is, I've forgotten anything I've ever, anything in that category at all. Sometimes. Just read the first 5 chapters of The Breach Goes On, Volume 3, deadlined early from the gracious gift of the author himself. Ooh, nice. I have no idea what this is, but getting something early, that's pretty freaking fun. I have a ha ha ha, wow, that was stupid. I could have died story. Ooh, show. Tell. Not show, I guess. Anyway. Tell. SCP novel. I figured. It sounds like one, but you never know for certain. Chaos Theory could be all kinds of books. But yeah. Okay. I imagine Fetster is typing wildly so that we can read the story. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh. No, that's not stupid. Can laugh about it. Um. Hmm. Ugh, there's not ones that are my story to tell. It's when they're other people's stories, so I don't want to tell them. It's not fair. Ugh. Just read 94K words in a single, non-continuous sitting. Non-continuous but single sitting. Okay. Some friends were jumping off a bridge into the water below, and I did as well. Little did we know that we were less than 10 feet away from some huge pipes that just underneath the surface we thankfully missed. Oh no. Because, like, jumping out into water is great, but you need to make sure you know how deep it is, make sure that there's nothing shallowly there. You know, you've got to be nice and deep with nothing in the way and nothing moving through there. Because that's, oof, yikes. Okay, well then, meanwhile, we think about that one. What type of shoes do you like prefer? Sandals, heels, walking shoes? Dum dum, dum dum, dum dum. I have hooves. My dear lady. What kind of feet do you like to wear, Dum dum? So I don't wear shoes. That's not how that works. No. There's not even, I'm not a horseshoes. It's deer. There's no shoes. Come again? Oh no. We were also in the middle of nowhere, hours from the nearest hospital. Yeah. Also, there are hove shoes. Do you mean horseshoes? Hove shoes? Do people put shoes on deer? I ain't never. But it's hard to tell with you. The only thing that pops up is something called hover shoes. So that's not right. Nope. Hoof shoes. Like horseshoes, but this isn't the same kind. I know that horses wear them all the time. Yeah, horses. But that, do you know how a deer hoof is shaped? It's like two toes. It's like you have two toes and then a couple of little baby toes at the back. Look up deer prints. Look it up, deer tracks. No shoe. I prefer none shoe, thanks. It would be very uncomfy. Sometimes I try and pat it. I'm inside. It's a very nice, fancy place. I'm currently trying to pat everything, keep my hooves off the ground wherever I can. But yeah, they're very different than horse. Very different. Very different. Work very different. They are like toes. Just two toes and then a couple little back things. Yeah. But yeah. But shoes, I mean, I think shoes can be pretty. They look cool, and then they look uncomfortable, and they sound very uncomfortable. But then people say, "Oh, these are so comfortable," and I'm like, "Is it comfortable for the thing that it looks very uncomfortable, or is it like actually comfortable?" What? And when we were talking about the way that toes need to separate, part of the things I was learning was the toe shoes, where each individual toe has its own section like a glove. And I think that that's so silly, but also very, I mean, yeah, that does solve a problem. Do you have a chocolate flavored potion back there? Funny you ask, Violetta. She was asking a while ago, do you have any mint chocolate for hot cocoa? To ask Vi. And I guess that's the same thing. But I'm not allowed to touch any of the potions. They're not mine. They're Vi's. So I do not know. And I will not try and find out. It's illegal. It's bad. I cannot do. Vi might be upset with me, but more important, it could cause problems. Could be danger. No, I don't mean the plates underneath the feet. They are shoes that go literally over the feet. Those are made from feather. Wait, really? That might be something. This Frau potion tastes good. Wait. Basically. Also, canonically, none of the potions are labeled. Yeah. Look, do you see any labels back there? I don't see a single label. Not a one. Boo. Yeah. It is a thing. Well, then maybe I'll need to look into those. Yeah, okay, so the physics of this. The weight of an entire person on just 2 feet, on these two little deer hooves, it's a lot of pressure in one spot. It's like when you have a cat walking on your boob. All their weight on one little tiny paw can be like, oh, you're stabbing me. Whereas if it was a big, big old foot, even with a ton of weight, like an elephant, big old fat foot, doesn't put as much pressure in place. My hooves, they can be a danger to flooring. So a nice little foot, a nice little shoe would be a good idea. I imagine that those work as boots. But for a deer hoof, it could be a sandal. It could be like flip-flops. That could work. Could be interesting. I imagine they just have it for the front too. The back too don't always go down. But anyway, wait, I have a booba. Oh dang it, that potion did something. Oh no, you have booba now? I think it wrong. I didn't let nobody touch these potions. Vi would be killing me. Like a cat on your boob. No, can't say I know that. How about on your ball? How about then? If you don't have cat, then you don't know. It's fine. But the point is that they got the little tiny, tiny one pressure point, and it hurt. I have both. And it owls, right? It ouches. Ugh. But anyway. So that's why shoes would be a good idea, but I ain't never seen none that actually help. Yeah, I don't have a cat either. Yeah, that would be important. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap up stream now. I'm glad we had a little bit of chat time. It's fun. It's silly. Yeah. I'm gonna do a bit of a cough though first, real quick. Ugh. You had a cat, you know the pain. Do you understand? If you have little tiny feet, then maybe you do. But that's not quite. Don't forget the monitors. Thank you, Devon! Good move. Good move. The echo is back, and I hate it. You can't hear it, but it makes, like, doing silly voice or, like, a singing song voice kind of fun, because it's just a little bit off. And so, like I was saying, that it's like a funhouse mirror for your voice when I did a weird voice a while ago. and so that part's kind of fun and silly, but not the rest of it. Okay, but let's raid. Let's go. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here. Everybody get good eeps or have a good day. Happy time zone, whatever time zone. Oh, yeah. Perfect. So great in Canadian standards. Giant story. I mean, the series. I don't think any that. The point is that it's a lot of weight or even a little weight, but the idea is that if it's on too small of a point, all of the pressure is one space. The force of all that weight in one little tiny area is a lot, versus when it's spread out, it doesn't make much of an impact. It's basically the effect if you just step one foot in front of the other on thin ice, you're going to break through. But if you crawl on your belly, move your arms way out, you can get it through because you spread that weight out. The force is lesser because it's over a wider space. So it won't break the ice. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go to Chaya. Let's go. Oh wait, did I copy? No, I didn't copy it. And you're still chatting and it's moving. Okay. I got it. Okay. Now we make and she should show up when I just click there. Oh, she's not. There she is. She's a little bit down. Oh, she's having a little Okay. Well, it's been a great stream. Move over. Let me be able to see the chat. To make the window like giant to be able to still see the chat while I'm writing. Okay. Yes, thank you guys. Oh, okay. Let's drop that. Oh, everything's a little bit condensed. Anyway. Night night, or have a good day. Happy time zone. I will see you tomorrow at some point. My schedule is not set. I'm gonna remove my schedule because I'm still lining things up and might change a good deal tomorrow. I forgot to say that. But yeah, I will drop in the Discord when I'm gonna be around when I figure that out. Probably my first stream will be on as normal, but we'll see. Okay, alright, let's go.